Man, there's nothing worse, Darksiders, than completing a whole video. You're done, and then you look and you see you didn't press the play button. Whew. Alright, Darksiders. Just got back from seeing Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, so we are going to get into this. No spoilers. Make sure you stay with me for the whole video, because I have something very exciting that's going on this week, and I definitely want to share it with you. So don't go anywhere. Alright, so listen, I can admit when I was wrong. You know, I have been wrong before. I know it's rare, but it does happen. Because I thought this movie was going to suck. And I really enjoyed Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I hated Venom 1. I wasn't excited like most people were when they found that Andy Serkis was directing this, because I don't think he's that good of a director. Didn't like what he did with The Jungle Book or The Mowgli Story. I think he's a great actor, but not that good of a director. But Andy does a really good job in directing this and casting this story, and it's very effective how he directs this film. So the first thing I want to talk about is the world build and the tone here, because I think he captures this perfectly, right? When you're watching this, you feel like this world is appropriately set in a world where Venom and Carnage would be. It has a darker tone, it has a darker feel, and everything lends itself to this darker build in this story. From the directing to the writing to the visual appeal to the cinematography, all that is done very well here. Love the dark comedic element, that attribute that they give to Venom and his character, because it is consistent with what we would see in the comic book. So I think comic book fans are really going to enjoy this, because I feel like this film pays enough respect and homage to those of us that are comic book readers, and such that we see a lot of Easter eggs and callbacks of things that we recognize. So I think that you're going to really love this film if you're a comic book reader, but I think that you will also enjoy this film if you're just a casual moviegoer. And the first thing you learned about Venom really was from the first movie that came out. I think everybody will enjoy this film. So well done to the directors and to the director rather, and the writers for doing a really good job with that. I like the story here. It's a focused story. This is a relationship story, right? This is a relationship story about Venom and Eddie Brock. And that's essentially what this thing is focused on. And again, they do a good job here of keeping that focus really centralized throughout this movie. Not trying to do too much with character development and really digging more into Carnage's character. He's there, of course, and he is the villain for Venom to have to deal with, but there's not a whole bunch of other side elements to this story that they try and give us. They keep the main thing, and I think it's effective for this film, and that's why it's so enjoyable. The runtime for this is right where it needs to be. The pacing is good, so you never feel like it's dragging. You enjoy every bit of it, and when it's over, you feel satisfied. You don't feel like it was too short, nor do you feel like it was too long. It's a really good movie. Now, the one problem that I do have with this is the same problem I had with one, and that is the cinematography. And I just wasn't buying it when I saw Venom or Carnage on the screen. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, like, Al, come on, dude. I mean, what did you want, Al? Did you want practical effects? Did you think that they could really get away with giving you practical effects when showing Venom and Carnage on the screen and all that they were doing? Did you think they could do that without CGI? No, I did not. But notwithstanding all of that, I'm saying to you that I did not think it was very visually strong. But having said all of that, it does not take away from the story. I think this is a really good story. So listen, guys, make sure you check this film out. I think that you will really enjoy it. I think that it's definitely worth your movie-going dollars. Now, let me share something with you that I'm really excited about. So this weekend, Darksiders, thank you, by the way, for staying with me if you're still here. I'm on my way to Tejas, to Texas. Never been to Texas before, so I'm excited to go. So Rudy from Rudy's Movie Reviews, make sure that you check him out. I will put a link to his channel in the description. Is having a private screening of Justice League, the Snyder Cut, on the big screen. And from what it looks like, one of the premier theaters in San Antonio, Texas. It looks like kind of what our iPic would be here in Maryland. So he invited me down, and initially he thought that I lived in Maryland. He thought that I lived in Texas. I said, no, I live in Maryland. But I was, listen, when he invited me, I was like looking for cheap tickets and flights. So I've got everything booked up, all squared away, gonna go down there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Justice League on the big screen. But I'm also looking forward to just meeting Rudy and some other folks that you might know. Sean Chandler is gonna be there, and a lot of other local YouTubers, and I think film friends and critics are going to be there as well. So I'm looking forward to just hanging out with all those guys, because I don't often get to meet the friends that I have on YouTube. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll share all that goes on there later when I get back. So I'm really, really excited about that. A lot of things on deck. Foundation. Foundation is absolutely fantastic on Apple Plus. I don't care what anybody says. See it for yourself and then determine whether or not you like this show. Some people are giving it a hard time. It's absolutely fantastic. It's a sci-fi on Apple Plus, and man, it's really, really good, and the production value is sick. It is amazing. The deepness of Apple's pockets definitely are reflected in this work because the production value is fantastic. So much more to come, you guys. I'm really excited to get this video out, excited about sharing this weekend with you. I'll see you all on the next video. Make sure you go to the next video, check out what we got going on here on the channel, and subscribe. Love you guys. Peace.